The topic we will present today is artificial superintelligence, its benefits and evils, and what to do to avoid its harmful impacts on society. This video represents the continuation of the last video we presented entitled How Artificial Intelligence and its softwares and smart algorithms work. Our objective in this video is to present the impacts of artificial superintelligence on society, point out its benefits and harms, and what to do to eliminate or neutralize its harmful consequences. The unbridled technological growth of artificial superintelligence represents a technological singularity. Technological singularity is achieved when an ultra-intelligent machine can surpass all the intellectual activities of every smartest man. As long as an ultra-intelligent machine can design even better machines, there would undoubtedly be an intelligence explosion, and man's intelligence would be left behind. Thus, the first ultra-intelligent machine would be the last invention that man would need to make. Experts believe that machine intelligence will match that of humans by 2050, thanks to a new era in their learning capacity. Computers are already beginning to assimilate information from collected data. This means we are creating machines that can teach themselves and also communicate by simulating human speech. Artificial superintelligence will be the first technology to potentially surpass humans in all dimensions. Until now, humans have had a monopoly on decision making and therefore had control over everything. With artificial superintelligence, this could end. A wide range of consequences could occur, including extremely good or beneficial consequences, and consequences as bad or harmful as threat of extinction of the human species. The benefits provided by artificial intelligence. There are countless benefits that are and will be provided by artificial superintelligence. A neural network from an artificial intelligence system is capable of analyzing more than 1 billion pieces of data in a few seconds, making it an incredible tool to support a decision maker within an organization, thus ensuring the best option among those possible. As the collected data is constantly updated, artificial intelligence systems also are always updated their results, enabling managers to have access to recent information on variations occurring in an organization's environment. Machine learning is a field of computer science that gives computers the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. In data analysis, machine learning is a method used to devise complex models and algorithms that lend themselves to prediction. In commercial use, this is known as predictive analytics. These analytical models enable researchers, data scientists, engineers, and analysts to produce reliable, repeatable decisions and results, and discover hidden insights by learning historical relationships and trends in data. Computers can now perform complex engineering calculations, trade stocks on stock exchanges in the order of milliseconds. Automated cars are increasingly appearing on our streets, and artificially intelligent assistants have invaded our bones. The coming years will present us with even more advance. With artificial superintelligence through machines that can learn from their own experience, adapt to new situations, and understand abstractions and analogies. Human-level machine human-level machine intelligence has a good chance of being developed by the middle of the 21st century, which could result in artificial superintelligence. Artificial intelligence is already being widely used in production systems. Artificial intelligence can replace humans in production activities and can also increase productivity to the maximum. New production systems make it possible to make the work process self-adaptive, creating the conditions for joint work, teamwork, man-machine work. Modern to fulfill personalized orders and deal with fluctuation in the demand of a production system, workers can share with robots the execution of new tasks without having to monitor manually any production process. Changes are processed automatically. Advances are not just occurring in industrial production. Artificial intelligence systems are present in numerous sectors of activity. The potential of artificial intelligence to transform broad economic sectors is unprecedented in human history. According to data presented by Extinction in one of its research studies, by 2035, artificial intelligence will contribute to an increase of up to 40% in productivity in the industrial sector, reducing costs and increasing manufacturing production around the globe. The current panorama of artificial intelligence systems allows them to understand the entire production and business process and automatically identify which are the main problems that must be solved. Modern production systems require workers to work with intelligent machines to explore what they do best. Workers are needed to develop, train and manage various artificial intelligence applications. By acting in this way, workers would be enabling production systems to operate as true partners. In turn, smart machines would help workers increase their productive capacity, such as the ability to process and analyze large amounts of data from a myriad of sources in real time. Smart machines increase human capacity. Intelligent machines and workers can become partners that collaborate with each other to increase their performance levels. The main applications of artificial intelligence in management today are the following. 1. Chatbots that use language to talk to people in a natural and pre-programmed way, recognize names and phone numbers, and reproduce human behavior. 2. Management applications that are useful for identifying which employees are performing tasks more efficiently, and with this type of tool help managers make decisions. 3. Personal assistant that is used to schedule meetings, calendar times, and daily activities. One of the best known being Siri, present in Apple products. 4. Security mechanisms, both in digital attacks and in everyday situations, such as events. On the digital side, the most common example is internet banking. 5. Predictions with machines equipped with artificial intelligence that can be used in marketing campaigns. For example, to predict different scenarios and possible results. From the data captured, the manager will have more information at his disposal to determine the path that a company should follow in accordance with the expected result of the strategy. 6. Sales and marketing to provide better quality customer service. Personalization of customer service provides practicality and comfort. Machine learning is an application in which a system learns to act on its own without having to be programmed for the new function. 7. Teaching, in which computer technology is used as a teacher who is available to students 24 hours a day. In engineering, the main applications of artificial intelligence are as follows. 1. Routine tasks with the use of a robot capable of reproducing various human tasks on a construction sites, such as handling construction materials and assembling structures systematically with millimeter precision, with a rate of error close to 0. 2. Big data, which is a technology that can be applied to analyze the construction situation on the most diverse construction sites. 3. 3D printing to assemble pre-molded and prefabricated structure. 4. Smart buildings with artificial intelligence, which, in addition to the physical structure project, plans as intelligent infrastructure capable of making life easier for users. More efficient money management with the use of robotic process automation, RPA, which is a robot created to manipulate digital systems, cross-reference data, and eliminate errors that would occur if a person took on this task. And 6. Customer service, to program customer service robots. In medicine, the main applications of artificial intelligence at the moment are the following. 1. Artificial intelligence assisted robotic surgery, through which robots can analyze data from pre-operative medical records to guide a surgeon's instrument during surgery that is considered minimally invasive for patients. 2. Virtual nursing assistant, in which virtual nurses will be available. You can answer questions, monitor patients, and provide quick answers. 3. Aid to clinical judgment, or diagnosis, in which algorithms examine patients' medical records, habits, and genetic information. 4. Workflow and administrative tasks with the use of technologies that can help order exams, prescribe medications, and write notes on graphs. And 5. Medical images analysis using an algorithm that can analyze 3D scans up to 1,000 times faster than is possible today. Artificial intelligence is being widely used by the space industry, whose applications we are present now. 1. Satellite operations. Artificial intelligence is used in particular to assist the operation of large satellite constellation in minimizing human error and personal operation costs. Space agents such as North American NASA and the European ESA have developed new automation procedures based on artificial intelligence to reduce the workload of operators. Automation of the terrestrial and space segments will reduce the need for human intervention, especially for large constellations and interplanetary travel, such as automated maneuvering systems to prevent collisions. 2. Earth observation data processing. Earth observation satellites today have the capacity to capture a high volume of data. However, this factor increases the demand on data management, storage, and process systems. The process of downlinking telecommunication signal or the information it transmits, satellite data to ground station to some extent still faces limitations, ranging from fundamental limits on the number of times a satellite can fly over a specific location, to ground station coverage, and even interoperability limitations between ground segment systems and user application. What has been very common nowadays is the training of artificial intelligence models to detect clouds and correct images covered by them. Furthermore, these models are also trained to easily analyze a large number of data and identify objects. 3. A third application of artificial intelligence in the space industry is interplanetary travel. The rovers most recently launched to explore Mars have onboard computers equipped with artificial intelligence that allows them to navigate autonomously and be able to make decisions if they do not have communication or human command for some time. Robotic missions from NASA and other space agencies already use artificial intelligence to achieve greater efficiency and better quality results in their research. As an example, we can mention rovers with locomotion capacity to analyze a large area of a planet or moon, and landers which land on a planet or moon to analyze it in situ, that examine Martian craters, and probes and space telescopes that are dedicated to discovering and analysis of exoplanets that are worlds existing in other star systems. The technologies used in the Artemis program are also equipped with a specific machine learning algorithms, from the most basic instruments to the suits that will be used by astronauts on many missions to the moon, especially with regard to life support resources. The Artemis program, developed by NASA, aims to take humans once again to the surface of the moon. The program aims to deepen research into our natural satellites and the solar system, in addition to increasing the time spent by astronauts in space as an important part of the preparation for an upcoming large mission that is destined for the planet Mars. Already present in several space exploration missions, artificial intelligence could make human life possible on other planets. For human beings to be able to live and, above all, survive anywhere outside of Earth, the chosen world must provide conditions that are the same or at least similar to those on our planet, such as atmosphere, temperature, topography. Mars, nor any other planet in the solar system, is similar to Earth, which is why, to make its colonization possible, it's necessary to terraform it, that is, to reproduce in that place an environment that offers the minimum premises for the survival of the human species. Terraforming will be one of the advances in the new era of space exploration, with a fundamental participation of artificial intelligence. Terraforming that there is adaptation of the atmosphere, temperature, topography, and ecology of a planet or a natural satellite to make it capable of supporting an ecosystem with beings from Earth is just one of the advances expected for the new era of space exploration. In addition to the increase in new materials and the production of complex, cutting-edge rocket propulsion, artificial intelligence is present in all chains of the space industry. Without it, it's impossible to move forward. It should be noted that artificial intelligence in space exploration drives the evolution and use of different technologies on Earth. Space exploration is promoting a market advance in science, particularly in research into new materials and processes. Artificial intelligence is used in all chains of the space industry. Without it, it is impossible to move forward. For example, applying a biochemical model in space is completely different from doing it on Earth. This paves the way for the development of new medicines and treatments. The human challenges of conquering space lead to the resolution of complex problems, benefiting all of humanity. With the advancement of quantum computing, which uses quantum mechanics to solve complex problems faster than with traditional computers, indispensable for more complex space travel, humanity will most likely experience the advent of the fifth industrial or advent of the five industrial revolution that will take place in space. Artificial intelligence can contribute decisively to scientific and technological advancement, aiming to provide humanity with the necessary resources to face its survival problems. Artificial superintelligence could contribute decisively to scientific and technological advancement, aiming to provide humanity with the necessary resources to face internal threats to its survival caused by the forces of nature originating from planet Earth, as, for example, cooling of the planet's core, which can lead to the loss of the magnetic field terrestrial, eruption of supervolcanoes, reversal of the Earth's magnetic poles, during which there will be the loss of Earth's magnetic field, climate change, and pandemics. Threats to the survival of humanity coming from outer space. Hence, impact of asteroids and comets on the planet Earth, the emission of cosmic rays on Earth, especially gamma rays from the explosion of supernova star, the collision on planet Earth of orphan planets, the moon's distancing from Earth, the collision between the Andromeda and the Milky Way galaxy, the death of the sun, and the end of the universe in which we live, as well as enabling human colonization of new habitats in the solar system and beyond in search of survival. With machines more intelligent than humans, with artificial superintelligence, humanity will be able to use them to solve scientific and technological problems that ensure the survival of the human species, even with the end of the universe in which we live, by opening the way to parallel universe. Human evolution has to rely on science and technology, as computing technologies advance alongside biotechnology. There is a growing convergence between the two in the form of neural interface that in the future could open the door to connecting the human mind directly to artificial intelligence in order to facilitate greater learning, mental transfer, and overcome neurological conditions. This means that science and technology would contribute to human evolution itself and make it a direct and planetary evolution. This evolution would not only be biological, but also technological. Science and technology would also enable the genetic manipulation of the human species with the possible creation in the laboratory of new genes that would modify the genetic code to be capable of blocking the replication of viruses, making our cells immune to attacks. This would be one of the ways to protect human beings from future pandemics. The modification of the human genome would gradually increase until finally transforming the human being into a new biological species. Artificial superintelligence would play a big role in this. Artificial superintelligence could therefore contribute to making scientific and technological advances, biotechnology, nanotechnology, and neurotechnology, to increase cognitive capacity and overcome physical and psychological limitations of human beings. Now we are present the harms caused by artificial intelligence. Artificial superintelligence will be the first technology to potentially surpass humans in all dimensions. Until now, humans have had a monopoly on decision making, and therefore had control over everything. With artificial superintelligence, this could end. A wide range of consequences could occur, including extremely good consequences like those described in the previous paragraphs, and the consequences as bad as the extinction of the human species. Even if artificial superintelligence produces benefits for humanity, there is a risk that it will be used for evil, and not just for the good of humanity. The immediate consequence of the progress of artificial intelligence is the increase in unemployment. This negative social effect is already happening, and is inevitable because it results from economic forces that are out of control. Artificial intelligence is positive for the capitalist, who will make use of it to face his competitors in a more competitive way, as it would provide, among other advantages, an increase in his productivity and a reduction in his costs. However, it would also be extremely negative for the capitalist system because it tends to reduce the income available to the mass of workers excluded from production, thus contributing to a drop in demand for products and services, and consequently in profits earned. The impact of artificial intelligence on society would be devastating, with mass unemployment resulting from its large-scale use. It will certainly not be under capitalism that the world will be able to reconcile the wonders of science and technology with the end of employment. Another economic system will have to be invented to replace capitalism, in which science and technology will act to liberate humanity from the burdens of work and promote economic and social progress. There are extremely negative scenarios with the use of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence could represent the extinction of the human race, according to scientist Stephen Hawking, who published an article addressing this issue on May 1, 2014, in the newspaper The Independent. Hawking stated that technologies are developing at such a dizzying pace that they will become uncontrollable, to the point of putting humanity in danger. Hawking concludes, today there would be time to stop, tomorrow would be too late. The indiscriminate development of artificial intelligence could indicate the end of humanity. For a long time relegated to the registers of science fiction, the fear of artificial intelligence has been rooted in public debate for some years, associated both with massive automation of occupations and mass unemployment, and with a no less terrifying prospect of killer robots. In addition to the philosopher and researcher Nick Bostrom and Elon Musk, founder of the companies Tesla and SpaceX, several personalities multiply warnings about the existential risks that superintelligent and potentially uncontrollable machines would pose to humanity. For the Tesla owner, Elon Musk, his danger would be even greater than that of the atomic bomb. Nick Bostrom states in his book Superintelligence that artificial superintelligence represents a risk that threatens the premature extinction of intelligent life on Earth, or the permanent and drastic destruction of its potential for desirable future development. The ongoing technological advancement based on artificial intelligence will have a negative impact on the world of work because it could lead to the end of employment and the consequent drop in demand for goods and services. Also put capitalism as a global system into question. This means that scientific and technological advancement could lead the world capitalist system to collapse, indicating the need to invent a new economic system. In addition to the harm of unemployment caused by the advancement of artificial intelligence, there are extremely negative scenarios, such as superintelligent machines themselves decide to destroy human beings, for example, and ending our civilization and the infrastructure. It's likely that artificial brains will surpass the intelligence of human brains by 2050, with the advent of artificial superintelligence. This new superintelligence could become very powerful. The fate of humanity would therefore become dependent on the actions of these superintelligent machines. Even if artificial superintelligence produces benefits for humanity, there is a risk that it will be used more for evil, and not for the good of humanity, with a tendency for its great application for military purposes, that is, for the cyber warfare and the race armaments in the world. With artificial superintelligence, a wide range of consequences could occur, including extremely good consequences and consequences as bad as the extinction of the human species if it turns against humans. Now we are going to present what to do to avoid the harmful impacts of artificial intelligence on society. Thanks to advance in artificial intelligence, the world is facing gigantic transformation. It's a new era in which the fundamental rules that regulated the activities of organizations are being rewritten. Artificial intelligence systems do not just mean automating many processes to make them more efficient. These artificial intelligence systems are making the world go through a fundamental transition, with machines developing beyond their historical role as tools by transforming into autonomous workers. As a result, artificial intelligence systems are therefore changing the true nature of work, which is requiring the management of operations with machines and workers to be processed in a very different way compared to the past. As production systems use intelligent machines, they require workers trained in intelligent softwares to be able to train and use collaborative robots, as well as software engineering, programs, and computer science. This means that education at all levels must be structured to prepare students for the world of work that demands workers with the necessary training to deal with intelligent machines. All of these suggests that we are experiencing a transition that places enormous strain on the economy and society. Education offered in its current form to workers and students preparing to enter the job market is likely to be ineffective. In other words, education systems are preparing workers for a world of work that is ceasing to exist. The future of work in a world with artificial intelligence requires the adoption of new measures aimed at qualifying the workforce, who must know how to use this technology as a tool, as a complement to their skills. Some functions are assigned to intelligent machines and systems. New functions for human beings emerging in this new scenario. It's up to education system planners to identify the role of human beings in the world of work in the future to carry out a broad revolution in education at all levels, including the qualification of teachers and the structuring of teaching units to prepare the students for a world of work in which people will have to deal with intelligent machines. To implement a new education, it's essential to begin identifying the skills needed for working in the 21st century and adapting the obsolete educational system to form more capable citizens for the era of artificial intelligence. The risks of artificial superintelligence impose the need for its regulation to avoid its harmful consequences. Artificial superintelligence requires that better control mechanisms be developed. It's necessary to have easy control mechanisms before creating intelligent systems by attracting the greatest experts in mathematics and computer science to this field. There needs to be stronger research collaboration between the security community and the artificial intelligence development community, and for all parties involved to incorporate the principle of the common good into all long-term artificial intelligence projects. This is a unique technology that must be developed for the common good of humanity. Hundreds of leading artificial intelligence scientists and researchers have warned that the technology poses an extinction risk of humanity, and several prominent figures, including Microsoft President Brad Smith and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, have called for greater regulation. For a long time, relegate to the registers of science fiction, the fear of artificial intelligence has been rooted in the public debate for some years, associated with the massive automation of the productive sector and mass unemployment, and with the prospect of contributing to the production of increasingly more weapons and the no less terrifying production of killing robots. This situation imposes the need to develop control mechanisms for artificial superintelligence and intelligent systems in general. Recently, the European Union took a big step. Repeating, the European Union took a big step by establishing rules, the first in the world, on how companies can use artificial intelligence. It's a movement that paves the way for global standards for a technology used in everything, that similar regulations be adopted throughout the world. One could adopt the 10 steps to contain the risks of artificial superintelligence that I am presenting now. Pass 1. Technical safety. With adoption of concrete technical measures to alleviate possible damage and maintain control. Pass 2. Audits. This is a way to ensure transparency and accountability of technology. 3. Bottlenecks. With creation of levers to slow down development and gain time for regulators, government to act and develop defensive technologies. 4. Creators. Obtaining assurance that technology developers insert appropriate controls from the beginning. 5. Companies. Aligning the incentives of the organizations behind the technology with its containment. 60. Government. Effective action in regulating technology and implementing mitigation measures. Alliance. Creation of an international cooperation system to harmonize laws and programs. 8. Culture. Sharing learnings and failures in order to quickly disseminate ways to deal with them. 9. Movements. Public demand for each component to be held accountable. And 10. Coherence. Harmonious action by everyone involved so that containing the risks of artificial superintelligence is a virtuous circle of mutually reinforced measures. It's important to note that what we present it's important to note that what our presentation is the result of 10 years of the research that we carried out related to the advent of artificial intelligence and its impacts on society. I hope that our presentation is sufficient, clear about artificial superintelligence, its benefits and evils, and what to do to avoid its harmful impacts on society. Strong for all.